right, so welcome back to this fucking podcast. It has been a cool minute since the three of us have sat down and decided to get back into this podcast business. My lovely co-hosts, Dominique and John, both just graduated from college, and now they are in the working sector. So we finally found a time where we can all get back into it, settle down, and start talking back to you guys. Let's see. First question I really want to ask the two of you is, since graduating college and entering the working field, how is it for two black men to be in the white collar section of the industries? How's your experience been so far? Is there anything you want to say and talk about your experiences? Like, how does it really boil down to, brass tacks with you two?
Well, if I'm talking about myself, it's like literally a different or new experience. Everybody is nice, but I'm not sure if it is nice because they don't want to lose their job or like if it's nice because, they're really nice. And it looks superficial, you know what I'm saying? And plus my job, just like I can go to work and not talk to anybody like the whole day, just doing my own thing. So this is like a new for me. Instead of like having a freaking boss yelling at you all day, I don't have that on my job. So yeah,
Um,
still getting used to it, I guess.
I,
Dominique?
I would just like to say before I say anything, welcome to JDM Podcast. No lie. But I would say that uh, it's definitely been a wild ride. It's a new experience, though, jumping from college into work. You hear about the stories of just, trying to find work and how things will play out, especially with the future being, kind of in the unknown. Obviously, everyone expects to get a job and wants to have a job right out the gate, but it obviously doesn't work like that. There's a process that goes with that. And especially, as, young black men, like going into this type of like almost new environment in a way, even though it's new times, the work field's completely different, so to go from college into this work, especially the job I'm doing now, it's honestly been pretty amazing, especially with how welcoming and accepting the people at my work are. And I don't really feel out of place or left out, especially because there's so many different types of people there. It's not just an all, white or black or whatever, environment. It's like a melting pot. And it's a collective group of different types of people from all over the world. I've seen lots of Asians, Caribbean people, lots of minorities, Hispanics, Brazilians, all that are kind of fester in that work. Yeah,
Fester. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
literally.
That is not a good term to say.
Mm,
The man has a diploma now, so that's
I
showing.
mean,
How's How's it at your job though, John? Like, is it a similar situation? Is it more, one demographic? Is it one or two? Is it a melting pot, like Dominique said?
No, it's not. It's mostly one demographic, and you can guess it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. These people are like really nice, but it's just like I can count on one finger how many people my color or you know. So it's not really diverse, but like to tell you the truth, it's just I feel okay and welcome. Um, Hopefully, it'll get more diverse in the future, but it is what it is now.
And you said at the beginning of your statement that you don't know if they're being nice to you because they're being nice to you or because you're worried that they feel like they have to.
I mean, yeah, that's like the thing in this type of environment. You gotta be professional.
And
So
have you seen anything that would give you like an offsetting vibe with these people? Like,
no, no, no. It's not like there's like a sign. It's just like everybody's super nice. Like I was like, who comes to work that nice? Like it's work. You gotta be frustrated somehow, right? It's just like everybody's is smiling, and in our world, it's not like that. Everybody's going through some shit. So why is everybody laughing at you or like smiling at you? So it's kind of weird somehow.
you're calling it superficial.
Kinda, yeah, kinda.
I mean, props to both of you because I do not survive well in the white collar section. I like my blue collar. I would stay by my blue collar because we all just give each other shit any time of the day, and we all take it and receive it the same way. But it's the same thing as Dominique's job. It just is one big melting pot where we're all in the same boat. Literally, we're all in the same boat, and we work together. We laugh together. We cuss each other out over our stupid shits, and we see each other the next day. And I find that humbling, and I really appreciate the camaraderie that I've made with my coworkers and I over the couple of weeks that I've been working.
Yeah, I can definitely see that because I mean, I that's like two different environment to be honest with you. Um, but I'm pretty sure that you cannot have it both way. Because literally when you go to work in like a white collar environment workplace, like you just chilling and it's freezing in there. It feels like you working, but like you just getting sleepy and sleepier when the time goes by. And I feel like in your type of work environment, you're just more like getting it going, and you gotta talk, you gotta like laugh around, which is probably more ideal. I would probably love to have that in my workplace, but it's not always like this, unfortunately.
I'd say it's more for me as at least in my blue collar profession as a carpenter, we have to have that communication because we're literally on top of each other for 8.5 hours a day. Like we
Right.
have to, delegate, we have to work together on projects, and there's no like cubicle like area for us. Like we don't each have our own space. It's we each have one van or two vans for all of our tools. We each have our own separate delegated spots to work on, but we interlope with each other on that. Like there's always rubbing shoulders between coworkers throughout the day. Like there's never just your own little set area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
So, and before I even go any further, I wish it was as cold as you wish as you're telling me it is, because it is
Yes.
hot, and
Damn.
I'm liking it so far, but I can't imagine, just 60 hours out in the sun, what that would do to a human body. Because I've seen what it does to others. I don't know what's gonna do to me.
Yeah, yeah, it's freezing, dude. I even bring like a pair like my jacket over there just to put it on.
What in
Jesus.
the office?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets pretty cold now, especially when.
And I mean, you two are in like work shirts and like, wait, what's y'all uniform? Like, is it
It's
casual at all,
just
or is it
business
just
casual.
business
It's nothing
casual?
like crazy. We don't wear
Just
uniforms like that. Just kind of show up like you would expect
business
to show up in
casual.
an office.
Y'all in ties?
No, no, it's
Hell no,
not
bro.
like that, bro.
What do you
It's
take,
not
bro?
like some what
What?
is that like a TV show, movies, bro. People ain't dressing up like that unless they're like lawyers.
I'm
Unless you're
asking.
a lawyer.
No, actually, why are you saying that? There's like people that are like in Dominic's kind of work. People that are doing that kind of work, like you're doing, Dominic. Um, these people wear like suits and shit like
Oh,
this every day.
like the
Like these people are like literally brokers, like people who are like interacting with clients, and these people wear like suits and ties, and they have to get their hair done. I'm assuming like every week. Um, well, could it be me though? I don't know.
yeah, but that's
I mean, I feel like both of you are like way more remote. I'm sorry, Dominic, but I feel you know it's not like you guys are actually like meeting with these clients. Taking them out to lunch. Like you're not like the suits of the company. It's more entry level. I wouldn't say entry level unless that's the proper term for it, but like first year out of college. Regular office hands. Like it's not like you're the front face of the company just yet.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe if you maybe later down the line as it progresses, oh, what's the word? Promotions. I don't know why I couldn't fucking think of that word, but as promotions will come along, maybe standards will be updated, maybe they'll stay the same. Like, what's it like for you guys? Like how far down the road of the corporate ladder do you want to climb?
Well, I don't think I wanna be that guy that's living. I mean, I was talking to Dominic about this because, of course, it's nice to work in some sort of environment like this, but essentially, I would want to be that guy that creates something. I don't want to go down like this, like just going to work 9 to 5. I just want to create something. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm just waiting for my bright idea to come and to get it going.
I mean,
But of course, we cannot downplaying the how yeah, sorry we cannot downplaying the 9 to 5, but it's paying the bills, But essentially, I think that's my dream to get something going for myself.
I, I would just want to say like a few things, just more, just to touch on like in regards to just like the attire. I mean, most people who wear that type of stuff is usually the agents or partners. Not even my managers and stuff wear like, suits and ties. Like that's mainly for the people who are really up in the forefront, talking with a lot of these people up in person or having lots of these big meetings and
Right.
setting up lots of stuff more in the upper echelons of like management in the company. But like in regards to you know having this job in the futures that I would say it holds, and it entails. I would say that I don't really want to work a 9 to 5 like that, kind of like John. And I think there's a lot of potential in not only myself, but the others around me to do more than just work all the time like that. Granted, obviously, as you pointed out, it pays the bills, you get the benefits and you have a secure, stable job, which is, more than you can say from than most people have because a lot of people are working twice as hard, doing twice the amount of work, working twice the amount of jobs, and are barely able to provide for their families and stuff. So I'm obviously grateful, and I'm sure everyone here is. But I think that there's more to it than just this. There, outside of just moving up the corporate ladder, like I want to be able to work for myself and provide for myself without listening to anyone else, honestly, and just taking orders because I've been doing that for most of my work career. So I really want to see past that and explore into a whole new horizon where I'm my own boss and I, take control of that. And I think this podcast is a big stepping stone in taking that step forward into that direction.
Now, do you want Dominic specifically as you're a part of like the associates group? Like, would you want to touch into like the client side of your company, or are you just comfortable with working with the employees?
Yeah, nah. I would definitely want to just stay like clientele, working with clientele. I could definitely see myself doing that, or just being an agent, essentially. Really, at the end of the day, but I already after the first 2 weeks, because I help them, I work with them. You see the stress on their face, their body language, how they walk and carry themselves. Most of the people there, especially the agents, are pretty good, but there are the few that have the sticks up their asses who, carry themselves a certain way.
Oh,
And obviously, there's that with that is comes, for good reason because, they have quotas to meet. They're on commission. It's not like they're guaranteed a salary. And a lot of them are probably new coming into this work field or environment. And it's not an easy task or job. You really have to have your stuff together. But I would say for me personally, I wouldn't want to go into that direction or try to do that.
and John, when you say you need to come up with your big break or your big idea, in like what direction does that want to go in?
Well, essentially, I feel like as somebody that's coming from Haiti, like I feel like my country has like a lot of like it's like a blank market. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
That
this is the first time he repping Haiti though.
bro. Stop trolling. Like I'm just saying, but like
Bro.
no, literally, I feel like in my field, the field that I am right now, and my country would probably benefit from this a lot. And I could probably do something for myself too. Right, granted, Haiti is not dangerous now, but hopefully in the future, I would probably want for me and to get something going for my country. That would be some sort of like prideful moment, for me.
So would you want to bring like the tech sector into Haiti as, a more upfront market? Do you want to just add to it? Do you want to be a part of it? Do you want to have your own like sector of it?
I don't think the tech sector exists at all in Haiti. Of
Oh,
course,
there's
people.
got to be something.
Yeah, there's something people only use. American stuff like other like Facebook or Instagram and shit like this. But even a payment system, they don't have that. Or the music platform, like Haiti makes great music, but like they don't have copyrights. They don't have a lot of shit. Even the language of Creole, bro. Like if somebody trying to learn how to speak Haitian Creole, they will not be able to get the pronunciation even from Google Translate because it's not available for the language. And there's like a vast majority of ideas that I can start, well, I can get rolling. So I think I'm thinking about this, but it's coming.
I'd say that's a pretty good starting point, and we all seem to have some goals in mind. And yeah, I'd say that wraps up for all of our introductions, or reintroductions rather.